Hello there everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome back to Pikmin 4. So, we finished up last time with the Hectic Hollows, and actually I want to do this. That's good. Okay. So, we have a lot of this area completed at this point, but I want this blue onion, and we have a Dandori challenge here, and then there's another cave up top before we completely finish the Sun Speckled Terrace. And a few surface treasures, but I'm not as worried about those. So the blue onion here has a few different ways that you can approach getting it. We will have to carry it across this body of water, but there's a few things, or a few ways you can approach doing that. You could freeze the water and then use your 10 remaining Pikmin to build the bridge, and then you would bring your ice Pikmin over there since they can float through the water, and then just go up the bridge, grab it, and then have Ochi and some Pikmin carry it the rest of the way. Or we can do this a slightly faster way, and I could have done this even faster had I done this when we first came over here to Dandori battle Olimar, but that's okay. What we're gonna do is we're going to throw all of our red Pikmin to the other side, and they will dig out the onion, and eventually they'll take it to where the spicy berries are. So they'll start carrying that. They won't die because it's just a fiery blowhog right there. And they will stop there. Once they stop there and get stuck, that is when we will go into the Dandori challenge, and they'll come with us, so we won't have to go retrieve them. The Pikmin are having trouble, so they should be stuck by now. Yeah, they're in like an undocumented area of the map, but they should be fine. And if we lose 20 Pikmin, then they march right into the water. But Pikmin and Pikmin 4 should be pretty smart and not do that. So at this point, I'm going to make the assumption that they are over there. I'll give it a couple extra seconds. But yeah, this is the first of the Dandori challenges within the game. So we'll go on ahead and enter the Dandori daycare. And once we come back out of here, we'll get our opportunity to rearrange our squad of Pikmin, so to speak. So these are essentially like the mission mode of Pikmin 3. They're pretty fun. Honestly, I actually really like these Dandori challenges. Usually they're a little bit shorter than some of the missions were, but it's just a room that's like a cave floor, essentially. And we have to go around, gather some Pikmin, and try to get all the treasures within the time limit. If we do that, then we will get a platinum medal. If not, then we don't. Simple as that. My approach to these is go around and gather Pikmin as fast as possible, and then focus on gathering all the treasures and whatnot. So we'll go on ahead and flower up a couple of Pikmin here, and then we'll get this treasure back. I'm going to send 3 onto this, and I'm going to knock this down real quick. Actually, let's do 4. That'll be a little bit faster. They'll climb the rope back up here, and that will help us with, you know, just getting stuff done. Let's go on ahead and take this guy out over here. Yeah, just work on a lot of the enemies, and yep, he's dead, and that lets us gather more Pikmin so that we can take out more enemies. There's probably 30-40 Pikmin somewhere in this area altogether, and then we can just focus on gathering all of our crap. So we're gonna go on ahead and charge this Bulborb. 28 reds is more than enough to kill a full spotty Bulborb, and at this point we have most of the Pikmin. I think there's a few more in here. Yep, there we go. So this is all the Pikmin in the whole area. So at this point, we're good to just go on ahead and fully focus on gathering the treasures. So we'll go on ahead and just stick Pikmin onto whatever we can. We probably have a couple of idle ones by now. I should probably also knock down this wall, shouldn't I? That might be a good idea. It's gonna waste a few seconds on me. We'll go on ahead and bring everyone over here. Do this, and then Ochi is a prime candidate for taking care of a lot of these larger treasures. So I'm gonna have him work on those. We don't want to forget about the waffle there. With these Dandori challenges, as long as you get all of the treasures within the time limit, you will get a platinum medal. I'm actually going to throw a few more onto that. I guess I didn't get enough onto this. How's this gold pile over here looking? Still a little ways to go, and we're almost at the bronze medal. I don't want to forget about that bulb orb either. But we can have Ochi take something along those lines, I guess. Actually, this is the largest thing for him to carry, really. At this point, it's just the gold piles. The gold piles are usually the most notorious thing to gather in these missions, is what you'll find usually. We're already up to the gold medal. The platinum will be at 140, which we'll get for finishing this this pile here. So, you are a Dandori genius. Thank you, Mr. Leafling guy thing. And there we go. That is the first Dandori challenge of the game completed with a platinum medal. A lot of the Dandori challenges aren't too bad. Some of the later ones can take a good couple tries to get platinum medals if you've been trying to play the whole game efficiently, but the first few really aren't going to be too bad, I hope. We'll see if I can we'll see how many of them I can get a platinum medal on. Like I said, I'm not going for platinum medals on them. If I feel like it, maybe at the end of the game I'll try to do an extra episode where I platinum the remaining missions, but it's not something I'm like absolutely gunning after. So let's go on ahead and get this guy back. So the main plan is that probably progressed about a minute of the day, because I think time still passes within those. I might be wrong. But we're going to carry him back to base, and then we will grab the blue onion and make our way towards the final section of the area. So let's go on ahead and go up to... I actually need 30 of these, so that's good. So we'll do this, and put them all over here. See, the Pikmin are smart enough to not go into the water, so that blue onion should be exactly where we need it to be. At this point, we can get our ice Pikmin back, because we're going to need them. These guys will get back to this base pretty quick, and then we're going to actually go back to this base over here, so that we can go grab the blue onion. So once that gets back, you know, they'll warp over here. There's the blue onion exactly where we need it to be. And we can just carry it back quite quickly. And we can work on getting to the final chunk of the area. So we'll move our base, we'll gather our 3 reds, and we'll begin getting the onion. So it takes 30 ice Pikmin for this, as you can clearly see. And once it's frozen, we're actually going to stay on Ochi, because since we've upgraded Ochi's abilities enough, Ochi, come on, buddy. He can bring the onion back all on his own, and in the meantime, we are actually... No, that'd be a waste of time, actually, so I'm going to let him drag this all the way across. We'll just sit here and let him do it, because now we need to build something that takes like 40 raw materials to get, so we'll grab all of our ice Pikmin, and we'll let Ochi finish taking care of that, because essentially we have this bridge to build over here, and that's going to take us to the last chunk of the area. And, you know, we need to have plenty of time to enter the last cave that we'll find within Sun Speckled Terrace here, so building this bridge will take a little bit, but I think it actually takes 39 Pikmin to get, so this will be pretty good. We'll have to take out a couple shear grubs, but I would have been so upset had I lost a Pikmin there because of the stupid auto lock. Yeah, 39. Okay. Where is, where's that last one at? That's the real question here. Yeah, and they'll take a slightly faster route over there. Oh, right! We have blue Pikmin now, so there's a blue Pikmin in the ground. I forgot about that. Yeah, it'll automatically sprout a blue Pikmin for us, so... Blue Pikmin are finally, for the first time in the series, not the last Pikmin type that you obtain. We only have half of the main ones, really, so... We'll grow a few more blue Pikmin by the end of the day, but it's not a priority yet. You don't need them for anything here in this first area, but they will be used quite a bit in the second area of the game, so we are going to want to gather at least a few before we finish this day, hopefully. It's going to be kind of a tight fit. I don't know, we have like a third of the day left, really, so I think we'll knock out the remainder of the area. Because the way I'm going to approach this is, once the whole bridge is built, there's a treasure off to the right that I want to gather. So what I'm going to do is throw... Yeah, it's somewhere around here. You'll notice the treasure radar going off. So I'm going to have them dig that up. It won't take them very long, so I'm going to take out this bulb orb here in the meantime. Just because this is honestly the hardest treasure in the whole area to find, but I don't want them to carry it back yet. I actually want to bring my Pikmin with me so we can get to this cave in time. We'll take these guys out just because we can. Don't want them carrying, although it doesn't matter, really, because we're about to enter this cave, but yeah, this is going to open the final chunk of this area for us. So I think we'll have plenty of time once we finish Aquafarius Summit here to finish the area. Why can't these Pikmin come out? Ah, according to the voyage log, only 3 Pikmin types can be out at any given time. One of the dumbest things in this entire game, in my opinion. Pikmin 4 really just, like, I don't know, they, in an attempt to streamline everything and make the game easier to play, it honestly feels like they take out most of the strategy of the game anyway. And I think it just hurts the game overall, personally. You can still do a lot of Dandori, although for how much the game talks about it, I feel like this game really is kind of the worst for the Dandori. Maybe Pikmin 2, probably. I actually feel like this game is probably better than Pikmin 2 for Dandori. But it's just a very odd decision, honestly. Let's go ahead and get these guys, too. I just don't understand it. Go ahead and break all these hydro jellies. Because usually the treasures for this cave are in hydro jellies, I think. Throwing all of our reds onto this just to break it down quicker will be the move, honestly. Yeah, they'll carry that back, and we'll grab all of our others. As you can see, we're already like 15 Pikmin up from when we came in here. So, yeah, it's not... I don't know, like, it's like this the entire game. You were just handed Pikmin like no tomorrow in these caves. It's why you hardly ever will need to actually grow them yourself, so... And this will probably load pretty quick. And it's only 2 floors. I think all of the caves here are only 1 or 2 floors. I think I mentioned that last time. There's a nearby castaway. So we'll go ahead and throw some reds onto this, some ice onto this, and get rid of all this crap here. What you guys gonna get out of this? Because we need to open this area up a little bit more. So I want to get as much as we can. And, you know, we want as little time as possible progressing up on the surface, so... reds are the better choice for this, since we're gonna need the ice Pikmin. I think I put 6 on there by accident, but that's fine. Just going ahead and throw a bunch of ice Pikmin onto everything. I should have had Ochi over here, actually, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and just stick them onto this for now while we go grab Ochi again. Hello, Ochi. How you doing, buddy? Everyone build this already? Yep, all done. They'll finish that soon enough, and then we can press the button to carry everything back a little bit faster. I guess I could have thrown a Pikmin up here, too. But... well, what? Come on, guys. Be better. And I might as well try to get 2 more flowers out of that. I mean, that's still helpful. So, already almost done here. Yeah, really not any enemies or anything in this cave, I guess. And I kind of forgot about this other hydro jelly. This is where the castaway is going to be at, I think. But since we have most of our Pikmin with us, it'll get broken open pretty quick. And there we go. That is every single cave here in Sun Speckled Terrace. Done. Don't care about who this is. Dalmo. Oh, this is the Piclopedia castaway. Cool. And there we go. We'll return up to the surface and finish off this area. Wow, we are probably going to start the next area today. I was not expecting to be doing that, really. But I'm not complaining, because I actually really like the second area. Because Sun Speckled Terrace has, like, no enemies, it has no challenge, it's a little boring, honestly, in a lot of ways, but Area 2 is going to give you a bit more enemies and variety and stuff. Alright, how much time do we have? And this is another one of the caves that'll actually come out to a separate area. I think what I'm going to do is ice and yellows, and then we'll focus on blues with any remaining time we have after that. Alright, so first things first, we want to push this bag down really quickly, and then we'll take out this Porquillian over here. And we might want to move base while we're at it. So this will allow us to get back up here, which is going to be very, very helpful. We're going to wait on the Porquillian to shoot. We're going to stick all of our Pikmin onto him. That should freeze him. We'll get a couple of chomps off with Ochi. Please take out half his health bar. Good. That should finish him off. Good. Good, good, good. Good job, everyone. Ooh, we got a spicy spray. Let's go. Yeah, spicy sprays are, of course, back in this game. They are the best. Who doesn't love them? And then we have this dragon fruit over here, which this is one of the heavier items in the entire area, so we want to really hurry to get this back. I'll go ahead and grab. Okay, good. I was like, please, guys, help me out here. And I think there is a peanut over here. Yes, there is a peanut. We'll throw a couple of Pikmin onto this to start digging it up. And I think this takes 8. Yeah. Oh, 7. Okay. And with the remaining Pikmin, I'm actually going to start bringing these Bulborbs up. And then we'll be good. Everything's on its way back. It should make it in time. I'm really hoping it does. At least. I was really hoping to gather some blues, but at the very least you can gather a couple in the hub area if you want to, so I'll probably end up doing that. I didn't leave... Oh, there's still some ice Pikmin over there. I better go grab them, actually. I'm just gonna have to waste those Pikmin right there, I think. Because I really don't want to lose any Pikmin and leave them behind, so... Getting these last few is very, very important to me. Oh boy. Very least the whistle range in this game is massive. Alright, 0 left behind now, and new gears available. I think that's it. Yep, we're at 100%, so we actually did it! Only 3 days into the game and we have finished Sun Speckled Terrace. That was the first time I've managed to do it. Even if just barely, but hey, barely counts in this scenario. And let's see if I can't, get... I'm not gonna have time to get any blues. Oh, I still got a few, it looks like. That's good. Yeah, this is the strategy for gathering extra blues and stuff. Or just extras of anything at the start. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab these guys back. Oh wow, you actually got that back. Good job, buddy. And there we go. We have done it. We can move on to Area 2. I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know how long this game's going to take me in terms of video count, so to be on the second area only 2.5 videos in. It's pretty good, honestly. Okay, end of day. And I actually had to get up during that loading screen, so it's kind of nice this game does have loading screens a lot for that purpose, because that way I don't have to like fully make sure I have to stay where I am for the whole time. There we go. We've expanded the radar search range in a whole lot in one day. If we're gonna restore the radar or whatever, I don't know, I didn't actually read it. They have leaves growing out of their heads, so odd. Poisonous oxygen. They shouldn't be able to survive without their helmet. Yeah, that poisonous oxygen, am I right? I mean, hey, as my astrophysics teacher told me, oxygen is the most addictive substance on Earth. One breath and you are hooked for life. We did it. We finally found our ranger dingo. I guess these guys aren't applicable to that rule, but you know. I think they'll actually talk a bit about the leaflings. I feel like I should actually include a little bit of talk about them, even though, you know, they're just the higher species since they're obsessed with Dandori. Also very funny how everyone's wearing pink. The color of the ship and everyone's like suit colors will depend on whatever you picked at the start of the game. Rand Bernard got snatched up by a leaf creature. What? Leaf creatures? Yep. What about it? No, I would like to rush you, actually. Maybe you gotta turn a leafling too. Yeah, it's funny. Pikmin 4's plot kind of has, like, a couple of different things going on in it. There's the search for Olimar, there's these leafling people, which are pretty much connected. And then there's gonna be, like, an entire shift in the plot in the back half of the game, essentially, that we'll see at some point. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and get out as many Pikmin as we can. We're going to use this as our chance to grow blue Pikmin. Because one thing I do gotta give props for is the fact that these won't shift between every color. It'll only be colors that you have out. So since blues are the only color we have out that actually, you know, have an onion available right now, then we can gather blue pellet posies with all this stuff. So we'll take advantage of that real quick because it's free Pikmin. It doesn't eat into our day meter or timer or anything. And I guess we'll go on ahead and take a look at the Piclopedia. Hi Dalmo. Let us see the Piclopedia. The Piclopedia in this game is actually really in-depth and cool. There's notes for yourself. There will be notes for other characters at some point in the game. And it just shows every single creature that you've encountered throughout the game. It's cool. And then if you press A, you can go into this observation menu, and we can actually fight them with whatever squad we currently have selected if you want to practice fighting certain enemies. But let's go on ahead and just leave the Piclopedia for now. It's actually really cool though. They did a great job with the Piclopedia in this game. And I might as well talk to some of these people. If you see these orange exclamation marks, that means that they have a side quest for you, and I actually want that to get back. So we have that extra blue Pikmin, because like I said, we're going to need them in the next area. We got Kingsley. He's looking for flowers. So usually these will just involve small miscellaneous tasks. Yeah, bloom a lot of flower Pikmin. So we'll work on doing that throughout the game. We'll eventually reach that goal. I didn't want to talk to you again. Okay, there we go. And what does... I forgot your name already. Dingo. I was gonna call you Dango, honestly. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do have it under control. So every area we complete 100%, he'll give us some raw materials. That's the main reason to really complete these side quests, is it gets you a lot of extra raw materials, which means you can get all of your upgrades from Russ earlier. Forgot his name, honestly. So it's all very helpful stuff to do. Any of this do I really want? We'll go on ahead and get the idle counter. This will just tell us how many Pikmin aren't doing anything. And I'm actually gonna get the headlamp so that we can see better in different areas. And how many do we have left? 146. I'm gonna go on ahead and get the defense upgrades. We're low on raw materials now, but that's okay. We'll definitely acquire everything by the end of the game, and we have a lot of pup drive to spend, so might as well upgrade Ochi while we have the chance. I'm going to give him command upgrade, at least one. So this will allow him to gather Pikmin for us. We can command him to just go around and gather idle Pikmin, which is amazing, very, very helpful, very strong. I don't know, I'm very conflicted on a lot of these additions, because, like, they're very helpful, but they're really too helpful, and I think just take away from some of the stress of Pikmin, because, like, the first two games feels like you're exploring a very hostile environment, especially Pikmin 1. Pikmin 2 is like this fun, chill, relaxing journey until you're in a cave, and then it's just like, oh my god, please don't blow up my entire squad. And then Pikmin 3 feels like you're just really overpowering the game, and then this game is essentially like, world's your oyster, go stomp everything in sight, because nothing's gonna come back, and it all has like 2 health. Just a simple charge with Ochi will destroy it all, so... It's a very odd progression, and I kind of hope that the next Pikmin game will go back to that hostile environment feeling type thing. But yeah, Blossoming Arcadia, that is the second area of the game, and I think it's one of the prettiest ones. I don't know, I actually really like a lot of the areas in this game, I'm gonna be honest. I think they're all really good. Pikmin doesn't miss when it comes to good areas. I think the last two in this game are probably my least favorite ones. Maybe higher than Sun Speckled Terrace just because they're more interesting, but the second, third, and fourth areas are all very thematically interesting. They're very pretty, there's a lot of stuff to do in them. Although Blossoming Arcadia here, I think, is usually the one that ends up being the shortest. And as you can see, they're suggesting these 3 types, so we'll do this. Because even on a first playthrough, I think I got pretty close to finishing this area in only 2 days. But it is quite nice. So as you can see, it seems a little smaller than Sun Speckled Terrace. It kind of loops around a bit more. It's easier to get around in some ways, but it's going to have its own set of enemies and challenges and whatnot to do. And we got the little baby Snagrets that I honestly don't remember the name of, but they're baby Snagrets, and that's what I'm going to call them. And I actually shouldn't be dilly-dallying. So, Sun Speckled Terrace we moved through pretty quick. This is pretty much going to be the end of that from me in this playthrough, because I'm not nearly as familiar with anything past Sun Speckled Terrace. Due to all of my attempts to record a playthrough of this game, I've played the first area quite a few times at this point. But I don't know it very well from this point forward, so yeah, we're just gonna be figuring it out together, essentially. Go ahead and throw some Pikmin into here. I do kind of remember this area, though. Like, I remember a decent amount about it. I want to get at least... I'm just gonna throw as many as I can onto this. We have another Dandori battle available immediately within this area, which is pretty cool. We'll deal with that here in a minute. I actually like to come back to it a little later, though. I want to get some of the area completed beforehand. Alright, looks like they're pretty much done with that pile of raw materials. So we can just wait entirely on the bridge, which is great. We have plenty of raw materials for that now. And oh, hi buddy. You're looking a little bored over here. In fact, no, there's not any idle Pikmin, because the idle counter would update if there was. So let's actually stop wasting time. Let's build this bridge too. I don't know if I have enough materials for it. I definitely don't have enough materials for this one. Ochi, kill the Skitterleaf. Come on, Ochi, you got it. Yeah, good boy. Kill this one too. There's more raw materials over there, though. We'll probably gather those soon. I don't know how I'm gonna approach this full area. There's a lot of ways you can do it. It seems we've run out of materials. Yeah, oh, do I have enough actually to finish this bridge? I don't want to have two unfinished bridges. I think this one's gonna get done. Yeah, okay, so that bridge is completed. They'll build as much as they can of this one, and we can gather any of our Pikmin. They will wait there, by the way, until materials come. But since we don't have any materials, then we can't really do anything. So we're gonna go this way and kill the baby Snagrets and carry some stuff back. So this area will have some more difficult enemies. Like, you actually have a solid chance at losing Pikmin here. If Pikmin 4 was your very first Pikmin game, then sure, you might have lost a couple in Sun Speckled Terrace, but you know, it's never, like, I don't think we lost any in Sun Speckled Terrace on our run through it, so it just really isn't that hard. It's a painfully easy area, and there's just not, like, there's not even enough enemies in there to really challenge you at all, but we'll let them break this down. Probably wasting a bit of time here with this, but I want to make sure I'm getting all these raw materials so that we can get to more of the area. I think my main goal is just going to be opening up the area right now, and then we'll go through and gather treasures and complete caves and whatnot soon enough. How many more do I have here to do? 21. So we'll send these guys on that. I kind of want my blue Pikmin, because they can get a treasure for me. I think Ochi has the ability to swim now. I really hope so, because I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. He didn't have the ability yet in Sun Speckled Terrace. He could, if you were there for a while, but since we did it in 2 days, he never did gain the ability, but I think he'll have it now. Okay, he's moving a little slow through here, because there is a Flarlick over here that is, you know, very important to get. We want to be gathering Flarlicks whenever possible, since they are kind of going to give us more Pikmin that we can use, and who doesn't want that, right? So we'll have to keep going along. Looks like they are done gathering there. They should start bringing the Flarlick back soon, which means we'll get a new base. In fact, we might. Yeah, this is good, actually, because they're gonna carry this back, and we want this new base, so that they don't have to move as far. So we'll move base over to this point, and I think I'm gonna focus more on this side. That might not be the best idea. Yeah, because there's creeping chrysanthemums over here, and there's a Bermuda up there. I felt so bad on my first playthrough of this game. Right, Matites. I forgot they were in this game, honestly. They act the same as Pikmin 2. You don't need to worry about them. They'll just send your Pikmin into a frenzy and then go away at some point. But, no, I didn't want both of you back. There we go. There is a Flarlick obtained, which will be very nice. Yeah, I actually do want to do the other side, because this side I think needs some bomb rocks somewhere, and we don't have any of those yet, so let's go ahead and get out some more blues, as many as possible, and ice Pikmin, because yellows are the most useless of the 3 here. Ooh, we have a Joustmite. We're gonna take him out immediately. Ooh, that was close. Nearly lost Pikmin, but today is not the day. I don't remember what this is, but I'm gonna go on ahead and gather it. I think it might be a treasure. So we'll go on ahead and get that. Roll with that, and break the egg here. Get some more flowers. You know, we gotta work on that flower side mission, so might as well gather some flowers. This could be interesting. I want to see if I can get just one of them. Is there... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, because the charge alone takes out most of their health bar. So we're going to just abuse the charge for all it's worth, really. And we have enough Pikmin to just carry this back, and I can have Ochi open up this cave for us. So we'll get that opened, and what is over here? What did you guys get? Was it just raw materials? I mean, we're at least getting a lot of raw materials, which is good. Let's go ahead and do this cave, I guess. This might actually be a good thing to do as the last thing for this part. So I'll enter this cave halfway into the day already. Just now doing a cave. Oh, is this the one that always took me a while? I mean, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'll go till like 46 minutes if I have to, but usually I remember this one taking a little bit. I think it's only the one floor, but it's just like a really big floor with a lot of hallways, and it's really dark, which is why I wanted the headlamp, because I do remember that there's some dark caves in this area. Yeah. It's pretty big. It was wise to bring a headlamp. I'm well aware. We got some water dumples. Gone ahead and take them out. We got pyroclasmic slooches. We're just getting a lot of new enemies in here already, aren't we? Let's see if I can charge into this slooch. Yeah. Oh, that didn't get Pikmin onto him, though. Okay, I thought we lost one there. And this is a fire geyser within Pikmin 4. They are looking a little different now, but still functionally the same. Let's see. A lot of these bushes, oh, yeah, there we go. We'll have Pikmin in them, so extra wild Pikmin that we want to gather. Surprised Ochi can't pluck Pikmin yet. What's in here? Nothing? Alright. Looch, hello! Much like in Pikmin 3, these guys are not a threat at all, really. Turn on to that, and gather these. It'd be nice to do a cave that'll give us some blues. There is one cave in Blossoming Arcadia here that is actually decently challenging for early on in the game. I'll be excited to do that one. That will more than likely be the place where we first lose Pikmin. Unless I lose some to like a Wollywog or something along the way. Oh, Heimatites. Okay, I really just don't want any going into the electric fence there. Good. Okay. Might as well get this thing up and throw some onto there, and we'll work on this electric wall. Trying to think. So there's our base there. That's the exit, of course. So we'll go ahead and break this, and since we're over here, we can just gather these guys. I guess I didn't go all the way around there, but we're kind of looping around at this point anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And we have some anode beetles. They are back from Pikmin 2. It's kind of cool to see a lot of these Pikmin 2 enemies back, but they are not the enemies that they once were, really, in Pikmin 4. I'm sitting over here trying to fight them like they are Pikmin 2 enemies. I can just throw whatever I want onto them, really, in this game. It doesn't matter if it's yellow or not. They're not going to instant die. The electric gate's been demolished. We'll move base over to here. I don't care to bring these back. Come on. I believe that there's a treasure in the ground somewhere around here that's a little hidden. Okay, not one over here. Let's get these raw materials. Those are kind of nice to have. Is there not any... Okay, my treasure radar is not really, like, expanding or anything, so I think we're fine. Yeah, let's go this way. I think this will take me to the yellows that I want to get to. Yeah. It's good, huh? I want to tell you about a handy little function it has. Discovered caves are cleared areas. If you go to that spot, the symbol disappears. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's just indicating that the wall's been broken down and we can access more stuff here. And then what I might do actually... Oh no, we're at another base, so we'll just kill this lava cake. Oh wait, this isn't a lava one, I don't think. It doesn't matter. Until it flips over, at least, but Come on, guys, get back. And you're dead. Yep, new base. And that will give us our remaining Pikmin back. Maybe. Come on, there we go. Oh, yes, okay. So this is the first Ochi pipe. So we can send Ochi through pipes throughout the game, and he'll be able to go up there, and we can then swap over to him and have him transport this treasure back, which is kind of neat. So we'll get that going, and then we'll bring back these raw materials. Wall. Right. That should get done pretty quick while Ochi's working on this. We can get the raw materials. Come on, Ochi. Yeah, good boy. Good boy, Ochi. No, I don't want you on this guy. I should probably bring it back. Just because of how much it's annoying me at this point. I should actually use yellows for this, since there's those slooches. We'll get this guy down. Hello, sloochy slooches. I will take you out. And the other thing about a lot of enemies in Pikmin 4 is that there is very rarely going to be enemies close together. You can usually pretty much 1v1 any enemy in the game. With, there's of course exceptions to that, but the game will very rarely ask you to do that. I'll go on ahead and destroy that. Oh, this is just more raw materials. Okay. Any portions of this we haven't explored yet? This hallway. So if this isn't what it was, a treasure over here somewhere, then we are pretty much done here, I think. No, because I'm still missing a treasure. There's one that you have to dig up somewhere, I think. Because I think that's all that's being transported right now is raw materials. I don't see the treasure gauge going up anywhere. We built the bridge, and the bridge takes us to the exit. Okay, hello, yellow picked man. Anywhere. Oh, yeah, it's going up over here. Okay. We need to dig here. That's what it is. Okay. I knew there was a treasure to dig up somewhere. We got a thermometer, I think. Can't tell if it's a thermometer or pregnancy test. Probably a thermometer, though. And I think that's it. So we're all good here. Right? Right, game? Please? Maybe? I don't know. Kind of forgot. I've already hit the... yeah, we are definitely done. Already hit the treasure requirement on Sparklium. But with that, let's take a look at our results for this cave, and then we'll end off for today. Francois. Oh, I forgot that you got a Game Boy Advance cartridge in here, and a Game Boy Micro. The Famicom versions, I guess. There we go. And with that, I'll end this here, and see you guys next time, where we'll just continue blossoming Arcadia. Bye-bye.